Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Will Torres and I'm the founder and head coach at Will Space Movement, a personal training studio here in Manhattan. I'm here to talk today about something that I'm really passionate about, but also something that most people that are coming to us for personal training are interested in, and that's improving your posture. So I wanted to cover a couple of things. First, number one, being jacked is not good posture. Quite frankly, being jacked can actually pull you into poor posture. Because posture has to do with the symmetry between the front of the body and the back of the body. So what is good posture? Well, to me, good posture has to do with mobility. It has to do, when I look at you, I can see symmetry in your body. So instead of your body being pulled forward, it can stand more relaxed. The shoulders are back, the shoulders are kind of stacked over the hips, the arms are hanging relaxed and straight. One of the ways that we correct posture is to unstick the back muscles of the body, unstick the shoulders. And when you think shoulder movement, most people spend most of their time from here to here, right? Or even here to here. So they don't spend any time going beyond that range of motion. So if this is 0, this is 180, how about the rest of the 180 degrees? Backward, and then also back this way, forward. So we have a series of exercises that little by little will start to stretch the muscles of the front of the body. So to improve your posture, you need more mobile or more flexible biceps, flexible front of the shoulders, and flexible pecs. So we're gonna start playing with a few exercises that you can start doing now that will help to improve your posture today. So this is one of my favorite postural exercises, also strength exercises. It's actually a mobility move, and what it attacks or what it deals with is the flexibility of the chest and the biceps and the front of the shoulder. And then also it's gonna start to strengthen the back of the shoulder, the scapula, shoulder blade area, all right? So you wanna grab a bar. You want your stick or your dowel to be at least 5 feet long. As your mobility improves, you can get a shorter stick, but as working with people, the 5 feet tends to be the one that works the best. So you want to find a distance that allows you to reach this bar over your head and back without bending the elbows. So if your hands are too close and you try to go through, you're gonna wind up bending something to get through. So we don't want that. It's very important to keep the elbows straight, because what we're doing is really forcing the biceps to stretch here, and we're strengthening the elbows. So one more thing when you're doing this is called a pass-through. So when you're doing it, you want to make sure in the beginning, if your shoulders are tight and your back is weak, what's going to happen is to get through, you're going to want to arch your back. And if you stand in front of the mirror, what you'll see is kind of like your rib cage popped out. You'll see the rib cage through the shirt. So the correction here is, if you see that, you have to use your core and pull the rib cage down and make that rib cage disappear by pulling it down with your core. So you do not want the motion happening from the spine, you just want the motion happening from the shoulders. So the other move we want to take a look at for the shoulder is shoulder extension, or shoulder dislocates. But shoulder extension has to do with the arm going from here and coming up. And in the beginning, this is another movement that we're using it to create mobility in the shoulder. And the reason that you need more mobility in the shoulder generally has to do because, again, the front of the body is super tight from overworking it, from over tensing those muscles. So with the shoulder dislocates, the first phase of it is, again, you want to find the right distance, wide enough so that you can get the arms up without bending the elbows, but not so wide that it's too easy. Like you want to work for this. So here I find my position, I grip the bar tight, and I want to bring the bar up to the height of my shoulders or parallel to the floor, and then back down. So this is the first phase. I'm just coming up and down. And again, when I do this, it's great to stand in front of the mirror and look at the elbows and make sure that the elbows are not bending. So here, this is kind of a little easy. So if I want to make it more challenging, I just bring my hands a little bit closer. That's still a little bit easy. And then I can go a little bit closer. Now I'm working a little bit harder. And this is where I want to be, okay? After you've done that and you create some mobility there, you do it for a few weeks, then you could move on to the next phase, which would be coming all the way through. So with this one, I find my space, I pull up, and then slowly continue, and I dislocate the shoulder, and then I come back, I re-engage my shoulder, I pinch my shoulder blades together, and then I come through. So just like with the pass-through, this is going to be the most challenging part, the mid-range. I go through there, keep the grip, don't open the grip, and then come right back.